Well, hey guys, thank you so
Hi.
much for taking the time today.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
I'm Tessa with Mama's Geeky. I got to see this at South by Southwest, and oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so nice.
Hey,
Um,
thank you.
and Rotten Tomatoes says so too so far, 92%. So congratulations on that. That's very exciting.
We up to 92 now?
Yeah,
Wow. Okay, cool.
could even go higher, I think, personally. But I'd love to know for you guys what it was that made you want to be a part of this. It's so much fun, besides Nicolas Cage, of course.
Yeah, besides Nicolas Cage,
Besides Nick,
I think for me, the thing that was really attractive was the fact that it's this we've been a part of this genre before, sci-fi. There's monsters, post-apocalyptic, but what was really interesting is that it was really zoomed in, and it wasn't about how it happened. It's not about people saving the world. It's about this family surviving, and how they do that, and also their emotions, and they're very like normal struggles that they have, so the personalities, and but also the little habits they have, the rituals of locking up the house, what they wear, all of that kind of adds to. I really like how it all. It was just very specific and zoomed in.
yeah, yeah, I mean, kind of those reasons for sure. Yeah, it's just this hyper focused thing. When you really look at their survival or their death, it's not gonna save or destroy the world, but you still find yourself really rooting for these people because hidden behind all the blood and the monsters and behind all the scary elements of this sci-fi horror movie are real people. It's not These people aren't unlike people you might find nowadays. And I think that's really special about this project. Additionally, the character of Thomas was only a character I've played before. I've really for the most part, and I'm super grateful. I love every character I've played, but they've been the fixers, kind of people that clean up the mess. And Thomas makes a little bit of a mess. So I had a really great time trying to balance like the is it selfish? Is it what are these feelings behind this mess up? And he's such an impulsive person to a fault, but it's also what makes him such a eager, likable person too, is how emotional he is and how much he thinks with his heart.
Absolutely. And one of the things I love too is like you feel like real brothers. I mean, you guys fight like brothers would, it's like actual family dynamics that like really would happen. Like I feel like I'm doing all the work and you're running off looking at this girl,
Yeah.
like, come on, right? Get it together. It is what it is. But I'd love to know for you guys, like, how did you really find that bond? Did you have a lot of time to hang out before you started filming? Did it just kind of naturally happen?
I mean, what bonds? Like, no, I'm
Yeah,
joking. No.
No, well, we actually didn't really have much time. I mean, we had like about a week of rehearsals and
Yeah.
Oh,
choreographing fights and whatnot. But I mean, we just kind of hit it off. And also a lot of that is us two being cast for a reason by Ben and the way we fit into the characters.
Yeah.
And their dynamic on screen was interesting to find that. But then, off screen we just made sure to have fun and entertain each other because we were stuck in a little resort in Ireland, so we only really could talk to each other, and we became super close.
Yeah, for sure. All that.
Oh, I love that. I've got to know for you guys, what was it like when because obviously you're not acting against this creature, right? It's not real, it doesn't exist. So, how did you feel when you first saw the design of this creature? Because I think it's one of the most unique creatures that we've ever seen.
Yeah, that's great to hear. I was kind of, I mean, the first time I saw this was pretty much on the screen in Sci-Fi with you guys was when we first saw what the creature would be. It was constantly changing throughout filming. The idea of it. There were some constants though. Like Ben really wanted us to know that this creature, you know, we don't necessarily know where it came from. We kind of loosely know that it evolved as kind of Mother Nature's response to human beings destroying the world. So they're almost in a way cleaning it up. I think what we also know is that these things can be, we learn throughout the course of filming that these things can be killable, and that these things, whatever they end up looking like, will not look so outlandish and so huge and so full of fangs and claws that they wouldn't be killable. I mean, even their claws look like fingernails. So
yeah, he wasn't trying to necessarily make it scary.
Yeah,
it was more to make the audience a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah,
like they're weird creatures.
Yeah,
they're so weird. Now it feels like the way this ends, there could be like a sequel. I feel like I want to see a sequel.
Yeah.
I mean, would you guys be down for that? I mean, I'm like, I want more of this story. I want to know where it goes from here.
Yeah.
I think I the way it ends though too is it's enough closure for me, because it's all about looking forward. You know, because it's very much based on what's going on right now and the way the world is headed, the way that we treat our planet and all of that. And I guess the whole point is the hope for the future and what's going to happen next. So that kind of open ending, I think, is it's satisfying to me in a lot of ways. But could it, sure. I don't know. I'm with this guy anytime.
Yeah, I'd take any excuse to go spend a few weeks in the woods with Jaeden.
Yeah.
I'd take any excuse to go work with those Irish crew again. If it's not a sequel, so be it. Like Jaeden said, I mean, I'm happy with the way we ended this story. I think it's kind of nice with how it is. But they do go off, and they potentially would meet other people. It might be nice to know that they don't go off and the next night they die. So
I have thought about that.
I'm like, do we really survive?
I think you guys got it. You got what it takes.
I think we got it. Listen, we survived one night.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for your time. I really appreciate it. I hope so many people go see this in theaters. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was great. You guys are incredible.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your time.